Hey guys, this video right here is going to be talking about Nicki Minaj and Latto beef that happened on Twitter. And we also going to be discussing Tasha K. They said that she lost her lawsuit against Cardi B and now she has to pay up the $4 million. Like, that's crazy. But let's start out with the case of Nicki Minaj and Mulatto, aka Lotto, aka Scratch Off Ticket or whatnot. You know, they were calling Nicki Minaj the super freaky granny. That was funny. But anyway, the beef started on Tinder, not Tinder. The beef started on Twitter and it was on TikTok also. But it started where Nikki went on Instagram Live and she was pretty much talking to her fans. She was upset about the Grammys committee removing her song Super Freaky Girl out of the rap category to the pop category. And we all know that Nicki Minaj sampled Super Freaky Girl off of that Rick James song that was made in 1981. It was a sample. So that song was a pop song. So it makes sense that Nicki Minaj's song was a pop song too. But she was a little offended. She was upset about it. And we already know that the Grammys, they do not really care for Nicki Minaj. I don't think they really care for her. They don't really care about her at all. So I do believe that maybe they intentionally moved her song out of the rap category and put it in the pop category because in the pop category she has a little bit more, people to go up against that she may not be able to pull through the win. She may not be able to get that win because there's a lot of credible songs in the pop category and she may not be able to get it. So that's probably why they placed her there. But Lotto was left in the rap category for Big Energy. And I didn't know that Mariah Carey did the Big Energy remix. I hear that song all the time on the radio. I don't really keep up with rap and hip hop like that, but I hear it on the radio. I see it on YouTube or, social media and stuff like that. But that Big Energy song was playing on the radio a lot where I am from. So it was getting a lot of spins on the radio station. Okay. I hear Nicki Minaj's song too, but I'm not into her song. I don't really like it. I feel that that Super Freaky Girl is a song for pop, people who like pop, disco, people that are into the LGBT community. A lot of Nicki Minaj's fans are from the LGBT community, and they love her music. A lot of these zesty uh, gay men, gay black males too. So she got online. She was upset about that, complaining about her song being removed out of the rap category. Then she decided to go to Twitter. She made a tweet basically saying that, she doesn't have a problem with her song being removed out of the rap category, which we know she was lying. She does have a problem. And she said that if her song gets removed out the rap category, so should Lotto, Big Energy song should be removed and put into the pop category also. Which, I understand that that's kind of suspicious why they took your song out. But to me, Big Energy is a rap song. At first, I thought it was Sweetie song, but I had no idea about Lotto because I'm not really into, Lotto like that. She's new, and I believe she comes out of Georgia. If I'm not sure, I don't know if she's from Atlanta or whatnot, but I think that she comes from Georgia. So Nikki brought her up, threw her into the situation, which I believe wasn't necessary because you could have made a point without bringing up somebody else's song. The reason why you brought up that song because she was in fear that maybe Lotto may win the Grammy. And technically, they haven't announced the Grammy nominations until November the 12th. So they're just kind of like speculating and, thinking they know who's like the nomination. But I read somewhere that it's not official to November the 12th. But Lotto already feels, and Nikki already feels that Lotto may win. She may win that Grammy, even though Big Energy got to, I think it was number 3 on the top Billboard 100s. and then I think it went all the way number one for R&B slash hip hop song. And I had no idea that it did that. No idea, because I don't keep up with the charts, and I don't download videos and download songs and stuff like that. I don't stream them. Besides YouTube or listening to what is on the radio station, I don't do all that. I don't buy the albums or none of that. So, but I will, scream like it on YouTube if I want to listen to the song. But that was out of line. So, of course, Latto was going to come in and try to defend herself and her song, because basically you're trying to imply that the Grammys need to take my damn song out of the rap category. Now I'm kind of upset because I'm trying to win out here. I'm trying to get my shine on too. Like, I'm new in the industry also, even though, I side eye women like Latto and Cardi B, trying to be a part of uh, Black American culture. Well, Latto is basically half Black, so she is a part of American culture. I would say she's a part of American culture way more than Nicki Minaj. We also know that Nicki Minaj is a Trinidad rapper. When you Google Nicki Minaj's name now, it pops up and says she's a rapper from the Trinidad, uh, a Trinidadian rapper or whatever like that. So now you can see that Google is trying to like get it right. Because I remember years ago when you would Google Nicki Minaj, it would say American rapper. It doesn't say that anymore. So I think that plays in why Nicki will not get that Grammy. I don't think they really care for her attitude. Some of the people in the music industry, I heard that they are the ones that come up with the nomination, and they are the ones that cast the votes, like the artists, the producers, and people like that. So what is going on is that the peers, Nicki peers, believe that she do not deserve a Grammy. That's why she hasn't got a Grammy in over 10 year plus. She's never had one. Meg has three. Cardi has one. Even Doja Cat has one. Um, but not Megan. I mean, not Nicki Minaj. So they went and they got into a Twitter beef, going back and forth. Because Nicki started calling Latto a Karen, and we already know that she called her a Karen because she's biracial. Her mother's white. Nicki only wants to be a Black woman when it's benefiting her. Outside of that, she does not really care for Black women. She will drag Black women, just like how she got on Instagram Live with Kevin Samuels, and made up all kind of excuses for Kevin Samuels days later. She knows that Kevin Samuels didn't have respect for Black women, but she did not care. She still entertained him. Um, she's married to a sex offender, a convicted sex offender. Her brother is also convicted of, sexually assaulting a minor. So is her husband. And so she really does not care about Black women and women issues like that. And that showed in that Twitter beef. It showed that Nicki does not care about women issues, and she's not a woman type of woman. She does not want the younger Black female rappers to elevate. Black American women that are in female rap, she don't want them to get any shine. She wants it to be all about her when she's in somebody else's culture, when she's a visitor in somebody else's culture. Those women that are rappers like Meg and even Cardi, even City Girls, even Latto, even Doja Cat and Latto, and all the other rest of the women that were born in America, they have more dibs to this culture than you do, Nicki. Even though you've been able to flourish in our culture because you got signed by a Black American man, Lil Wayne. You got underneath a Black American record label, Cash Money, Baby, Young Money. You and Drake pretty much use Black Americans to get signed to and to elevate your music. And that's exactly what you did, Nicki. Nobody from the Caribbeans and nobody from New York put you on. It was a Black American man from the South, even though I don't care for Lil Wayne. It was a Black American male, a colorist Black American male, Lil Wayne. He elevated you, and I'm pretty sure the reason why he signed you, not only because you were talented, it was because you were a foreign Black woman. I believe that's why you got signed also. And you're telling everybody that you're trying to fight on the behalf of Black women. If you don't stand up for Black women now, when it comes to female rap, everybody in female rap will be non-Black. And so you wanted to kind of like highlight that Latto was biracial, but Nicki, you're technically biracial also, even though you're mixed with the Indian and down there in Trinidad, that everybody's kind of like mixed up, similar to Black Americans too, but everybody is kind of like mixed up. But you are technically like biracial. Your father was Indian from Trinidad, and your mother is a Black Trinidad woman. Um, you're still technically biracial. But because your phenotype appears to be a Black woman, and we all see you as a Black woman, no doubt about that. I see you as a Black woman, but I also know that you're mixed up. And and so for you to go after Lido when you got that going on in your bloodline, I just don't get it. Now I don't care for Lotto like that. I believe that she wants to elevate herself by being biracial. That's why she gave herself the name Mulatto, because she wants to elevate biracial women like herself that has a white mother and a Black father. Okay, but stop trying to use Black women when you want Black women to come in and help you, Nicki Minaj. Because I remember when people were calling out that white girl from the UK. I believe her name was Jessie, and she belongs to a group called the Little Mix or the Mix or something like that. I know you did a song with them in the past, Nicki Minaj. So you were trying to stick up for that white woman that they claimed was blackfishing, or trying to darken her skin or put on a tan, a spray tan or whatnot like that. You were out here saying that Black women were jealous of this woman that was apparently blackfishing or trying to darken her skin. You were saying that Black women were jealous, just like you went in on Aunt Karen from TikTok when she made that video about the white man that went on the dates in the 50 states or whatever like that. And you decided to come on and say, oh, you guys doing this, Black women doing this is only trying to, only going to make white women think that we're jealous of them and we're trying to be like them or whatnot. And basically you were clowning Black women in that situation. And majority of Black women had nothing to do with that. But you use that as an opportunity to throw Black women under the bus as usual. Now you want to act like you care about Black women's plight. You don't give a fuck about Black American women. This is our culture, and you don't care anything about us. That's why every time you get to dragging these female rappers, you always want to take a dig at Megan Thee Stallion. Even when you were dragging and talking about Latto, you referred to Megan Thee Stallion as a Bigfoot. So you want to bully these women out of their own culture, right? You want to bully them out of what their ancestors down the line helped created, because they were female rappers way before you, Nicki Minaj. We didn't ask you to immigrate here. We didn't ask you to contribute to anything. You pretty much copied everything Little Kim was doing, and you stole her style. And then you tried to act like you were the originator of it. You're not. You can never be a Lauryn Hill. You can never be her, ever. So I don't know why you be trying to compare yourself to Lauryn Hill. You're not on her level. I'm sorry. You're just not. Lauryn Hill, she won Grammys. You didn't win any. So, and you're not going to win any this time. All the non-Black people that have sit around and supported you, and the people out of the Grammys and stuff like that, I don't think they're going to give you a Grammy this year, because you put on a scene on Twitter and you showed your ass. Now, do I believe that Latto is going to try to use her mixed girl privilege to elevate herself in the music industry? Of course she is. Just like Cardi B used being Dominican and Spanish and Hispanic to elevate herself also. Latto is going to do the same. Okay, but you bullying Black American women, you using JT and bullying her pretty much, and getting her to recite that old song that she made about you, Nicki Minaj, embarrassing her, and then using her kind of like an attack dog. Not saying that JT attacked Cardi on your behalf. I don't believe she did, but I believe that you used those girls that you had in the remix of Super Freaky Girl. I think it was Akbar, it was JT, it was Mercedes, Malibu, or whatever. I believe you just used those girls to cause division between the Black female rappers, between Black American women that are in rap. And you used it for your advantage. You don't care anything about them. You didn't promote that remix of Super Freaky Girl. You didn't make a video about it. You turned around a couple weeks later and you made another song with women out of the Caribbean. All of these women out of Caribbeans like Spice, and I like some of Spice's music, but Nikki, that was the type of music you should have been doing. Dance hall, reggae, that's your culture. Now you're trying to dominate black female rap, black American culture, and trying to bully these women out of their own uh right, their own American right to make this music. You want everybody to kiss your ass, and you don't want these women to elevate. You don't want them to shine, and you're upset and you're jealous. You're extremely jealous of Megan Thee Stallion for what? She made a song with Cardi B, just like she made a song with you. Beyonce is the one that really helped elevate Megan Thee Stallion. She's the one that really got Megan Thee Stallion those Grammys. I think Megan got a Grammy for a new artist. I think she got one for the best rap song or something like that, even though it was the Savage remix. But you know, Beyonce was going to support Megan Thee Stallion because they're from the same place, Houston, Texas. So she was going to come and show her girls some love. So you were mad about that, and that's what's going on with you now. And so Latto was saying that you were old, you were a big 40-year-old bully, which you are a bully. You're 40 years old, and I'm not gonna age shame you because you know I'm in my mid 30s and I'll be there someday, and we all grow up. And so Lotto is going to grow up too, but you are technically a bully. I don't believe that you want those girls to win. You think that all their music is garbage because you want to reign as the queen and you want everybody to respect you while you dibble dabble in your culture, which is Trinity culture, and then you think you get the bully Black American women out of their culture. And it's just not going to happen, Nikki. Your time is winding up. Once this song drop out of the top 10 in the 100 Billboard charts or whatever like that. Once that get going, you're just gonna go back to making flop ass music, and nobody really cares about your attitude. No one has to kiss your ass, and nobody has to do what you tell them to do. And from that phone call that Lotto recorded without your knowledge, it only shows that you have a bad attitude. You do not want to acknowledge the achievements of these younger girls. You don't want them to shine. You want to bully them and control everything, and you want everybody to just bow down to you, and they don't have to bow down to you. You were elevated in Black America. You wasn't elevated in the Caribbean. You came to America, you got up underneath Lil Wayne, and that's how you were able to elevate. A lot of people didn't even know you were Caribbean. They thought you were Black American. And if they did knew that you were Caribbean back then, Nikki, I don't think you would have went anywhere. And of course, Drake was able to elevate himself because he was biracial, but he's another person from another country, just like Tory Lanez. But you want to go around and drag Meg all the time for what? Yes, Meg, you know, she does things that she has no business doing, like getting involved with Tory Lanez and some of these black males that don't mean her anything and don't really care for her like that, and will drag her image all over the place. Yeah, Meg makes some foolish decisions, but you continuing to pick on her for no reason, it does not make sense, Nikki. You have to stop it. You have to grow up. And I think that everybody is seeing the truth about you. And even though you put out good music, like back in the day, especially between like 2009 and 2014, 15, you were putting out pretty good music. You were holding it down, but your personality is trash. And your music is starting to be trash also. So even though you're a Sagittarius like me, I know what you're doing. I can spot it. You want to be the bully and then you want to be the victim. You want to be both of them. And you're absolutely upset about this Grammy. You want a Grammy so bad because you haven't been able to get one, and you will do anything to get one. And I just don't think you're going to get one this year. And from the way you carried on online, I don't think they're going to give it to you. You might mess around and they'll end up giving the Grammy to Lotto just to piss you off. Maybe your lineage has something to do with why you're not getting that Grammy, but I believe it's because of your attitude and the way that you treat women. You had no respect for Little Kim. You dogged her out after stealing her style. The same thing you did with Remy, but you don't want that type of smoke. You need to grow up. You're a wife and you're a mother. even though you're a wife of a sex offender. And then you were talking about how Latto was trying to advocate for R word, women that have been sexually assaulted, wanting to be an advocate for them. But Nikki, you know that you don't care about women, black women that have been sexually assaulted, because you didn't care about your husband's victim. And I heard that you made a statement in court, trying to protect your brother or trying to get him to get less time, and you totally disregarded that black girl that was the victim of your brother. So you don't care about sexual assault survivors. You don't care about DV survivors, and you damn sure don't care about Black American women, and you don't give a fuck about this Black American culture that is not yours, that you're a visitor in yet again. So you don't care about Black women plight. So stop calling on Black women to fight your battles against Latto. Even though I don't care for Latto or Cardi B, I think they're just the Black women's characters. Even though Latto is half Black, she is half Black. Um, you don't care about Black women like that. You will drag us and throw us under the bus real quick. You do not care about sexual assault survivors. You didn't care about the victim of your husband. So I don't know why you act like you care about Black women. You really don't. And you damn sure don't care about Black American women. So that's all I have to say on that topic. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for all your support. Like the video, thumbs it up, share, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notification bells. This is my second channel, and I will leave in the comment section a link to my first channel, so you can subscribe there also if you catch this video on this channel. And share and leave a comment and let me know what you think about the whole thing with Nicki Minaj. Also with Tasha K. I didn't really get into that, but Tasha K has to ante up the money. She has to pay Cardi B $4 million. There's nothing really to talk about with that. Tasha K keeps digging the hole bigger and bigger. She went to Africa. Some people say that she took her money over there to the African banks. I don't know, but she lost the case. So they said that Cardi B is trying to seize her YouTube checks and any type of income she has coming in. Cardi B is trying to get her money, because $4 million, that is a lot of money to try to get out of a YouTuber. I don't care how successful Tasha K was on YouTube. I just don't think she has $4 million laying around like that. And she's still talking about Cardi B and jumping in things that has to do with Nicki Minaj, when she really needs to mind her business. You know, Tasha K, she really needs to work on what she needs to do and keep her channel growing and keep getting those views or whatever, because Cardi B is coming for your money, honey. And this is going to affect your marriage and the life of your children. If you lose this $4 million, which you technically already lost it, you just have to pay it up. So that's pretty much all I have to say with that topic, with Tasha K, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj up against Mulatto, aka Latto. So that's all I have to say. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, and bye-bye now.